The Pacers were down the first 47 minutes, 59.7 seconds of the game, and they came out with the win again. What the hell? I'm so sorry for that. But the Pacers take the 1-0 series lead in the NBA Finals, taking down the Thunder 111-110. And man, do we start with this game? I think we have to start in the first half, where the Pacers, and we talked about this in the podcast. I highly recommend you check out the finals preview that me and Jay did this morning. But we talked about how the Pacers, in order to win this game, they're gonna have to play chaotic. They're gonna have to throw so many different looks at the Thunder so that they can keep them guessing. Well, the Pacers tried doing that. They tried to play reckless, and it led to a bunch of turnovers. They had 18 turnovers in the first half. I think that was an historic amount. I think that was the most in like the last 25 years in terms of an NBA Finals game. But even with that many turnovers, the fact that Tyrese Haliburton in that second quarter had 3 turnovers in 5 minutes, the fact that he couldn't really get a shot off, probably the best player in that first half was like Obi Toppin. While the Thunder were just playing suffocating defense, Lou Dort had a great first half, Shea as well. They were only up by 12 after the first 24 minutes, which absolutely shocked me. And it was because the Thunder weren't shooting well themselves. They didn't have a great shooting game. I think they were sub 40% at halftime, but because their defense was so good, they still had full control of the game. And although for the majority of this game, it felt like the lead fluctuated from like 8 to 15, I think it was 15 at most, it always felt like the Thunder were in full control. Even going into the fourth quarter, they were up by 9. But you know what, this Pacer team, no lead is ever too big, and they were able to come back in the fourth quarter. The Thunder weren't able to hit any 3-pointers, and they just got something from everyone, whether it was a Miles Turner bank-in 3-pointer from the corner, whether it was Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard putting the dance moves on SGA. Everyone was turning up in that fourth quarter, all culminating in that Tyrese Haliburton pull-up with just under a second left. And look, they cleaned the turnovers up. They only had 6 turnovers in the second half. And the Thunder, as much as they were great on the defensive end, they just, 40% from the field, only SGA really giving them most of their offense. It wasn't a great offensive game for them. And the Pacers, like we've seen all playoffs long, you give them any sliver of hope, they're able to come back. And those final few possessions were crazy. You had the Nembhard step back 3. You had the ball going off on Siakam, but it turned into a coach's challenge. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander missing a mid-range jumper, followed by the Hali game winner. Just peak basketball right there. And one of my keys to the series for this Thunder, you got to play the full 48 minutes, because anytime that you try to let up for this Pacer team, they will take advantage, and they were able to win this game, and they did just that. Even with the 24 turnovers, 48% from the field, 46% from 3, they still had a good offensive game. They just have to clean up the turnovers a little bit, and I think you got yourselves a really competitive series. Just a well-balanced effort. They've been doing this all playoffs long. 7 guys with over 9 points. Just a great performance from the Pacers. But it's all about how the Thunder bounced back. The Knicks weren't able to do it. The Cavs weren't able to do it. The Thunder need to get this back. But man, the NBA Finals are off to a great start. I love this game. I love it.